Marvin Gibbons. I'm in public speaking level 01 from Geisha Technical College. I'm going to be talking to you how to change a tire. You have to take precaution about tires. First, you have to make sure you have the right equipment to change a tire. Check your trunk to make sure you have a spare tire that's pumped up. Also check your jack to make sure it's open and closed properly. For people that have different rims, you must have different tools to properly change their tires. If you have a car that's just off the ground 12 inches or better, you have to have at least a 17-inch floor jack to pick the car up properly. For those that don't know how to jack the car up properly, you have to look under the car for two structural bars about the size of a 2x4 to place the jack on the structural bar. But make sure the surface is flat. Also, if you are on the side of the road, make sure you have your flasher on. Make sure to put your parking brakes down and the transmission in park if it's a automatic. Or if it's a manual, put the car in reverse before you jack the car. Before you actually jack the car, make sure that everyone that's riding with you are out of the car before you loosen the lug nuts on the wheel. Lug nuts only come in two different sizes. That's 3 1/4 or 3/16. If you do not have factory rims, then you will need a deep well socket. If you have custom made rims, you must have extra tools. You will have to get a pull handle and two different deep well sockets to break the lug nuts. For that reason, the 4-way is thicker on the width so it won't go into the rim to break loose the lug nuts. Therefore, you use a deep well socket because the layers are thin. Don't rely on the jack while changing the tire. Be safe by putting a block behind the back tire so the car won't roll back. Or if you don't have anything to support it, you can put your bad tire under the car until you change the other tire. Now, when you move the bad tire, roll the tire to the back of the car to the passenger side and lay it flat on the ground so nobody won't trip over it. So it won't roll off down the road into a moving vehicle. Once you do that, now you can start to get the spare tire out the trunk of the car. First, put your right hand into the middle of the rim and your left hand at 9 o'clock on the tire before you pick up the spare. Once you secure the tire, pick it up out of the trunk and then sit it down on the ground next to your right leg. Next, roll the tire with your right hand beside your right leg when you going back to put the tire back on. Then get in front of the roller. Make sure that the studs is lined up with the holes on the spare tire before you pick it up. Now when picking up the tire, make sure both of your hands are at 8 o'clock and the other at 3 o'clock. Once the tire is set on the studs, make sure the rim is flush on the roller. By checking the hub in the center of the roller should have a little lip showing out of the center of the rim. Now you can start your lug nuts on the studs. But when you put the first lug nut on, start the second across the rim. Then tighten both of the lug nuts and recheck the rim and the roller for any gaps between them. Now put the other 3 lug nuts on and tighten the lug nuts the best you can, and already check for anything Check for anything around and under the car before you let the jack down. Once everything is clear, last, let the jack down easy, put it front under the car, and put your jack and your tire back into your trunk. Congratulations, you just changed your tire. Thank you.